little run right here. So it's time for my May wrap-up. That's right, May wrap-up. Tortilla wrap-up. Not really, but kind of, yeah. So anyways, I didn't read anything. That's it. Thanks for watching. And no. I did read some stuff and also listened to some audiobooks. So first, I listened to the audiobook version of Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. Of course, I had read and reviewed physical copy of this sometime last year. It's a poetry collection, and it was all right. I mean, I found it to be amusing. The physical book, as far as the audiobook, I liked it a little more only because it came off as more of a performance piece rather than just a collection of poems. But yeah, I reviewed the audiobook too. If you want to check that out, I'll provide that link. And then I read a graphic novel titled Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. And I really liked this one. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all the way through, because I've been a big fan of the Ninja Turtles ever since I was like a 7-8-year-old kid. And same thing with Batman. I've been a fan of Batman for just as long. And, this graphic novel is pretty much like what my inner child had been waiting for. Though I am aware now that I think there's about 2 or 3 other versions out now. Other graphic novel versions of this, like, same team up with Batman and the Ninja Turtles. But as far as this one, the one that I read, again, I really liked it. If you want to, you can check out my complete review of it. I'll provide that link. And then I listened to another audiobook version of The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. And I really enjoyed it. Well, because with this one, I believe I mentioned this one in my 10 favorite audiobooks. Yeah, if you want to check that out, I will provide that link. But yeah, this one I really liked it because it includes like an entire cast, so different actors did the voices of different characters and whatnot, and it really added something to the story. So and then next I read Please Do Not Feed the Weirdo by R.L. Stine. This is a new Goosebumps book, also supposed to be part of another series called SlappyWorld. And I really like this one because to me it is kind of like a throwback to some of the stories from the original Goosebumps series, but then with a slightly modern twist to it. And yeah, I really liked it. If you want to check out my complete review of that, I'll provide the link as well. Next, I listened to the audiobook version of The Pearl by John Steinbeck. This one, I really liked it. This diver guy named Kino finds a big pearl, and then he tries to sell it, and then people try to steal it from him, and some stuff happens to him and his little son, and it's an interesting commentary on the greed that mankind tends to become obsessed with. Different things that mankind becomes obsessed with. Some of them most of them tend to be highly ridiculous or ludicrous, or I don't know. You can check out my complete review of that too. I will provide that link. And I listened to another audiobook of a short story titled The House of Lurking Death by Agatha Christie. It involves these two characters, Tommy and Tuppence, and was all right. I mean, when it comes to the whole mystery genre, it's not one that I typically listen to or read. But it was all right. It was all right. And then I read a book titled "An Appeal to the World" by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. This one, of course, I reviewed it as well. But this one, I feel like it's one of those books that everybody should read at least once, because the Dalai Lama has a lot to say about where mankind stands now within the 21st century, and how he feels that now in this century he believes that we should at least try to understand each other's points of views. Because he feels like that's the only way in which we can even begin to resolve the many issues that are caused by all these different things that divide us, such as politics, beliefs, non-beliefs. But yeah, you can check out my complete review of that too. I'll provide that link. And then I also read another poetry collection titled 20 Love Poems and a Song of Despair by Pablo Neruda. And I thoroughly enjoyed this one. It's a collection of poems. Collection of poems by Pablo Neruda. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but it's definitely interesting. Pablo Neruda, I would say, he's definitely one of my favorite poets. The way in which he writes something, it's descriptive, but then also very, it makes you, at least for me, it makes me imagine so many different things all at once. And so yeah, I'll be reviewing it at a later date. And then lastly, I listened to another audiobook, Gerald's Game by Stephen King. And I think this is the first Stephen King novel I've read or listened to in a very long time, well over 10, 12 years or something like that. Because I think the last Stephen King anything that I listened to, it was, I want to say, Misery. Yeah, I read Misery way back when I was in high school, when I just first started high school. And I don't even know how I came upon it, some friend loaned it to me or something. But Gerald's Game kind of reminds me of Misery. Except, it just involves this couple, and of course, the husband is named Gerald, obviously. The wife is Jessie, and she gets handcuffed to this bed or bedpost, and in an attempt to spice up their marriage, their love life and sex life. And you know what I mean? Because I haven't reviewed this one yet. I don't want to go into too much, but it's definitely, there's a lot to it. There's certain moments in it that are pretty intense. So, yeah. I know there's some kind of movie adaptation on Netflix, I believe. I haven't seen it. I've been wanting to watch it, but I wanted to at least read or listen to the audiobook first. So, yeah. I believe the movie adaptation stars actress Carla Gugino, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I might be mistaken. So, but yeah, I really liked it. I'm going to review it too at a later date. So, and that does it for my wrap up. That's everything I read, listened to, and yeah. I wanted to stick to my TBR for this month as much as possible. Unfortunately, I really wasn't able to, but I still ended up listening to some pretty cool things, pretty cool books, novels, graphic novels. and poems, poetry collections. And so yeah, that does it. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for listening. As always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.